Bem que vai começar o mundo nessa lugar. Solta a tira na palma da mão. DJ, aperte o play. Bem que vai começar o mundo num só lugar. Solta a tira na palma da mão. DJ, aperte o play.
So we're gonna break down Austin Holliman. Then in this section of this video, like I said, it's gonna be a couple parts series, and basically I'm breaking down. You have to understand that Austin Holliman is either a plant and somebody supporting him behind the scenes to do his dumb shit, or he's an opportunist who pretty much he's somewhat intelligent, because he must have did his research on passport bros and pretended that he don't know what the fuck, people, he don't know anything about the people that came before him, because the way he moved and how he shot up was it was unorthodox, because most passport bros, the people in the public, were older guys. So, or he got lucky. Austin Holliman got extremely lucky to be in the position he is. And now he stayed in his position because he makes everybody looks bad, acting like he was a passport bros, but he's a main guy who go after guys, and he's trying to basically mooch off multiple fucking sources of income, right? So he came on the scene and he was going to every live stream he could, doing interviews, because he was a attractive black guy who had problems with women in the country. Now, people were alluding that he had mental problems. They were just saying that shit. But you don't judge somebody based off your bullshit bias. You let them sit around and let them act a certain way for a number of years. Or a year itself. We did. We came to the conclusion for a year. He didn't learn from his Brazil situation. He didn't learn from all other situations. And we see that he has mental issues. He has issues from his mom, because I'm going to show that too. Austin Holliman lucked up into his situation and got this opportunity off the back of Passport Bros. I don't know when he's gonna falter, because, was it last year? He was losing steam. So now he's going around.
Battery level is 70%.
Okay, I understand. He has to go around and milk a certain demographic of people in order to stay afloat, to go after people. First, he got his boost from Passport Bros. People supporting him. Then after that, he turned on Passport Bros and he was Mr. Africa. Then after the Africa shit failed, he is, I ain't talking about black women no more, or women in general. I'm just going to stay being a traveling guy. So whatever was left from that, they didn't fill his pockets up. Then he went from there to being a overseas dating coach. After that, now he's in the market of hating certain groups of men that's Passport Bros, but he actually sees it, right? He does his research and he goes based off the fact how much money and how much views he can get based off opportunities. Passport Bro was an opportunity. Mr. Africa was an opportunity. Dating coach was an opportunity. Him selling courses, dating coaches, and now going after pay for play guys is an opportunity. So he's gonna pivot for something else. He's gonna show something else, and I don't know what he's gonna do next. He might go to a whole, yeah, women are. It's not the women's fault in America. It's the men's fault. Y'all weak. Blah 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 blah. Or he might go to hey man, you guys ain't good enough to travel overseas. But overseas is only for the elite class of men. Right? So now there's a lot of shit going on. And he made a video. And this is what happened. This is what because I originally wasn't gonna make no video. I was exhausted from your boy DJ Kuda and fucking him up and exposing his shit and his timeline. Somebody hit me up, was like, yo, you got to talk about this passport, bro. I'm going to give you, I'm seeing your Cash App. And, I'll say, okay, I'll talk about it. He dropped the big Cash App donation. I said, okay, let me break this down in a way where it's going to cover every single thing that's happening and what might happen and what these dudes are about. So people stop listening to these guys. And maybe somebody overseas or somebody could send videos of my videos overseas so you can basically break down these motherfuckers that are trying to make Passport Bros look bad or whatever, and break that down in that way. I'm going to show you a timeline of your boy Austin Holliman, and I'm going to break it down and pause it. Now, this video is based off him acting like a fucking fool, not knowing what kind of fucking country he was, and going to his dream country, Brazil, putting cameras in girls' faces, asking stupid ass questions, and having no tact for himself. Then he ended up getting chased out of Brazil. But it was because of hating ass dudes, but it was also because of his actions that got him kicked out. Well, got him chased out. Mind you, it wasn't the movement. I never seen Austin Holliman Cash App anybody else. It was all about him. He learned it from his mama. So, opportunist Austin Holliman, that was the real Austin Holliman. The socially awkward, the fuck up. That was the real Austin Holliman. Once he left Brazil, he got lost. And I told everybody about how the fact that he didn't like the fact that he had to go every other country. He wanted to go to Brazil and stay there. He came back to Brazil, got mad because the fact is people know who he is, and all of that fucking looks and shit, that didn't work out because he's socially awkward. He had to put in work, and he didn't like the fact that he had to put in work because he think that just because you go to the gym and you got good looks, it means that women's supposed to get wet based off that, or you talk to them a little bit and then get off that. Cultured people want to see you in their culture in order for them to feel comfortable with you. I don't mind doing the work for it. I don't mind because I put in the work to be in different cultures or make other people comfortable, because I knew these people was going to take care of me once I worked comfortably in their culture, and I got benefits from that. It's a certain relationship that comes with it. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of work for a bunch of motherfuckers that I know don't deserve that work, and I'm not going to get any benefits from it. All right? He was a tourist in another country who didn't care about the culture, and it showed. Now let's break it down.
And welcome back to the fact. But is it all about sex and just a girlfriend for hire and then return home to humiliate black women in America? That's the controversy that we're dealing with. One of its members, Austin Holliman, is apologizing for comments that he made about Brazilian women. Take a listen.
What I meant by when I said that Brazilian women are easy, and I shouldn't use the word easy. I know that now. I'm sorry.
Now, mind you, I don't know why he think that he can talk shit about anybody, incels, any others. When you're a representative of another country, you gotta watch what you say, you gotta watch what you do, and you gotta watch who you offend. You gotta know all the offensive words and everything else. Austin Holliman ran from the country, and we know why he ran from the country, because his mom. He didn't want to be around his mom any longer than he had to be. And also he didn't want to do a lot of work in America to get and impress women. The whole go to the gym, keep your grooming up is still not enough. You have to have money. He wasn't making that much money to impress these girls. So he said, fuck this, I'm going out and going overseas. Like I said, he's either a plant, or the fact is he's a real big opportunist who did his research and basically wasn't prepared for the kind of platform he was in. Right? He wasn't prepared. He rushed. He didn't prepare enough. He's not intelligent as far as knowing how to move in the actual real world. He's intelligent for preparation, but execution, he's a dumbass.
But what I'm saying is, for a man that's well-mannered, well-dressed, that has put in the effort to raise himself, he will have an easier time in Brazil as opposed to where I was from. That wasn't always the case.
Both American and women around the world are speaking out against the passport bros.
Not really. Not women around the world.
Arguing these guys are using their status to take advantage of women and even calling it a form of sex tourism and sex trafficking. Let's talk about it. Communications specialist Pat and Rochelle Gemini both are here on The Factor Uncensored. We were supposed to do this last week. We're doing.
So you still got people under chat on the comments doing disinformation, saying Austin Holliman is a sex tourist. I repeat, Austin Holliman has been exposed by many sources. Women never take action for their actions. These women don't care so much. They won't be butthurt. They mad. Yo ass motherfucker blah 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 level. See, and you got people saying shit like this. So, that was a controversy. Now, here's this interview.
Watch me grapple, move, and pin. When I hit the mat, don't...
And welcome back. So I saw a part of your video where you said, and you clarified, you said some Brazilian women are easy. It depends on who you are, how you approach them, not as a robot, but as an individual. And when they heard that,
and mind you, Austin Holliman had this fake ass bravado to think that he knew what he was talking about from the gate. I already exposed the fact is that he went to Brazil his first time and he thought he could tell everybody. This is not the first thing. This is not the first time that Austin Holliman think that he can tell everybody what to do. He was like this years ago before anybody knew who the fuck he was. He went to Brazil and then he started acting like he can tell people advice. He been doing this ever since he was a barber. It's in a part of him, and I'm gonna show you that.
just went bonkers over those comments when living there at that point and to have sex with women. Now, one of the comments you made in your video, you said it's extremely hard to find. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack when it comes to a good American woman. So are you doing harm yourself when you make comments like that?
I say that based off of the qualities that I want. And my mother used to cook for me at least twice a day when I was growing up. And I know American women say, oh, you want a mother. Well, if that's how you look at it, so be it. You should have Uber Eats all your food then. But I want a woman that cooks. And the thing is, this is what a lot of people don't understand down here. As an American, 50 grand a year puts you in the top 1% of the world. So as an American, you go somewhere to another country, you have enough excess income to eat out 3 times a day in Brazil or Thailand or Colombia. You can eat out 3 times a day. So whoever my wife is, she's not even going to be cooking anyway. Because I don't even, when I was in the States, I cooked for myself, but I have my money multiplied 5 times. I didn't need to. I gave it 2 or 3 years, and yeah, I went to Brazil one time and I didn't talk to anybody since I got back.
That's when he lost my ass. 23. 23. We'll talk about it more and we'll continue.
It's because we're from different cultures, there's more to talk about. But at the same time, I have ran into a small minority of women in other countries that didn't have a lot to talk about, even though we were from different cultures. But well, right now I have several streams, so number one, I get a lot of donations, and thanks to the lady that has put me on this platform today. I'm not talking about the lady you work with, I'm talking about the lady that's trying to slander my name right now. She's been giving me a lot of donations as well. I appreciate her negativity. And I'm also...
Now, mind you, your boy Austin Holliman he's like a bitch. He's high maintenance. And what people don't talk about when it comes down to working out, you have to maintain that body type. And you also have to feed that body. You have to feed your body. And grooming costs money as well. Especially him traveling and all the tickets and shit. This is why he begs for donations and asks for shit. His money ran out when he left Brazil. And then when he went to Africa, he blew through that money. Because the women over there, even though he said they were good, they wasn't so good after all, because it was already exposed that a lot of these chicks was using them in Africa. Right? And they were scamming them too. And then when he finally left, he needed to make another grift, which was, you guys are incels. So it's a big market in America to talk down to men and constant talk down to men. It's a big giant market to tell men that they're losers. You can make more money telling men they're losers than you can tell women they're losers. Right? Because you would eventually get kicked off platforms. You'll lose a lot of, you won't make as much money. Going after the red pill, calling the red pill terrorists and extremists and all that, you can make more money doing that. And you can not only make more money, you can make opportunities. That's what your boy with the list did. The one that I forgot to do, exposing the manosphere. He got a good a 60, 70, 80K job at a museum writing a manosphere bullshit. A lot of these people have made money behind the scenes. You don't make money from talking shit about women. You don't. You make a little bit of money, somewhat, but your head is on a swivel. And eventually you get knocked down. But women can become millionaires talking shit about men and how loser they are. And nobody says anything. So men start to do the same thing. Derrick Jackson whole lifestyle was about telling women what they wanted to hear for a decade. And guess what? He made money off of that.
All kinds of creators. I do consultations as well. YouTube. I do Facebook.
Consultations. Right? Why would anybody want to learn from a 23-year-old who left his life in America to go travel overseas, made a GoFundMe to travel, and you could tell other people what to do? Now, in your age group, you can. But most of the passport bro guys that listen to this guy's under his chats are a bunch of old guys. I was under his comment sections, monitoring his comment sections. It was a bunch of old ass niggas mad because he was young, calling him names and all this other shit. Then when he was in Mr. Africa, it was a bunch of African chicks and African people was telling him how good he is and how the African women are the most beautiful women on the planet. And I always say, if African women are the best women on the planet, why the fuck are they men not marrying them at a high rate? Why are men not going after them 100%? You telling me the most beautiful women can't get their own men to marry them? That's what you telling me?
So I diversify.
Stephanie, appear to here. Y'all can hear me out. You go ahead and leave me on here. Y'all can turn the TV off real quick. Turn the TV off.
Yeah, he watching you on the big screen,
And Miss, I got a bone to pick with you, brother.
He got like five of your streams on right now. He got like five of your streams on right now. God damn, man.
Yellow 5 feet. Right.
You got another browser open, bro?
Let me close the browser on the computer.
Watching the TV and the chats. Yeah, he is on the chats and the line.
Hey, I'm just trying to get in. 15 minutes.
No doubt.
Now, mind you, nobody new comes under Austin Holliman's new no videos because, mind you, now Austin Holliman is an overseas dating coach now, teaching you how to date overseas. He went against alpha male strategies, but now he's a dating coach. So we had this.
Let's fix our community, and that goes then it's another.
Now you got another grifter, her. Last year, I don't know, 2 years ago, like I said, man, the shit been going real fast. She showed her ass when she went against every guy who liked just pearly things. And the shit that she said. Now let's see her. If she's still talking this community shit. Wow. Now, mind you, after she went after everybody just pearly things after all the shit she did and said. She showed she was just another hood rat who faked it and spoke soft. She's another opportunist. One thing that I'm starting to realize within the black community, we don't have a lot of people that are genuine. We have a lot of opportunists. Okay. We have a lot of opportunists in the black community. A lot of them. And all they do is use people, and all they do is look for another opportunity to use people's misfortunes for their gain. This is all I see when it comes to black people. And now I kind of see the reason why a lot of other races don't want black culture or black people in general, most black people, to come into their culture. You have to work a little bit hard to show that these people, you're not one of these opportunists ready to use everybody around you. Like these idiots. Like after the Just Pearly things, you could track this on the shit that she said. And she did. What's that? Where's it at? Here we go. She didn't do that well. She had to be a celebrity person. And then she had to talk about the red pill. And eventually she gave up. Let's see her podcast. She didn't make any podcasts until like, 7 months ago? She pretty much done. Just like the Asian girl who went after the red pill, she's done. Just like Cat Baby, or whatever her name is, the fake male advocate chick, she's done. A lot of people are starting to realize that a lot of these people are fucking fake. A little bit too late, but they're fake. This chick right here, she was all acting like she was part of the movement. You know, she was, oh yeah, I mean, I'm for passport bros and, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, she was all about passport bros at some point. Now she's not no more.
Let's fix our community marriageable women. So this is the decade, 70s and the 80s.
Like I said, it is possible, but I don't think there'll be enough men with my message going around. And I'm not the only one in that community. And my community actually has results. So will there be enough men that you would want left over here?
Well, majority of men are here.
Of course.
I mean, majority of men are not going overseas. So the men that are not going overseas, they just...
Now, mind you, this was like a year ago. There's so much shit going on. There's so much stuff in the news. All the stuff that's happening. So, basically, she was full of shit. He was full of shit. All three of these people were full of shit. And people got duped by all three of these people. And she's not about no fucking community. She's a single mom to a thug-ass dude. So, and he is raised by a single mom who cursed him out.
You're so funny and loving, and what you gonna be? That she's a kick in your
Ghana, bank statement, all that stuff.
Very difficult.
So that's how I came. And so for the first few days, I didn't like it. I didn't know anybody. Then the last few days, I started to...
Now, mind you, O'Shea big plan was to get more black people, more black Americans to invest into Africa and basically be slaves to Africa. Mind you, most guys don't have no African thing. We born here. We're not African. We're Americans. I don't even like saying black Americans. We're Americans. We born here. The African people are basically their whole shit is to use black Americans to put money into Africa and then kick them out like they did the white people. Certain white people who wasn't there to take nothing and taught them shit. Right? And O'Shea was one of the biggest scammers in the black manosphere. He brung in some of the players, the street dudes. He brung in fucking dating coaches. And then when it became too much, he disappeared like a ghost. I seen him turn on Man of Tomorrow, ARC, a lot of pro-black dudes. I seen him turn on everybody. So sitting here telling motherfuckers that Africa is the only option, then mind you, they're not talking like this no more. The Africans talking point is dead now for a lot of people. Because a lot of people did go to Africa and expose that white guys rule it. Even this idiot had women on a panel in this stage, and the girls was talking how bad Passport Bros is, and then O'Shea came up and made his own fucking point stupid when he called out the girls when he seen white guys come over there broke and have nothing, and they're able to get the red carpet rolled out for them because they're white. And then the girls shut the fuck up, was like, oh my, okay, we can't go talk about Passport Bros no more because you right about us. Some of us, yeah, we do like white guys and they be broke and stuff. Yeah, you was talking the points, but then when you put a white guy there, you threw all that shit away. And then he stopped talking about that because he didn't know that it made him look bad by telling us that Africa was the only choice. But these women are starstruck. They're bleaching their fucking skin. If a white guy comes to the country, he can grab like 5 or 10, 15 girls alone. And he don't even have to be the most attractive white guy. So you want us to go to a country where white guys are looked as the hot top prize? And you have to still work 10 times harder to impress this girl? Yeah, sure.
Today, you don't mind the wait. You've got the all-new Caesars Palace online casino.
That big ass move set bringing the girl here. It's worse than getting married. As far as consequences, that shit don't work out. I got a homeboy thinking about this shit right now, thinking about bringing this girl from overseas to America. And bro, like regardless if y'all get married or not, if she wishes you or not, you gotta sign a contract where her livelihood is your responsibility, regardless what the fuck happens.
I think for 2 years, right?
It's a lot of goddamn risk. So, like, I'm all for goddamn finding a girl, wherever the fuck you want to find that girl, but you gotta fucking know this motherfucker's with you for sure. And even then, you don't fucking know.
Now, mind you, this guy's got a girlfriend. His whole channel is about going after Fresh and Fit because Fresh and Fit get more views than him, and him having muscles and being the archetype that women like, he don't get the views, but Fresh and Fit does. You think I'm lying?
Surprised by a lot of responses from that video, bro. Definitely surprised, dog. Look, hey, I just want to take a few seconds to apologize and just say I'm sorry for y'all being a bunch of bitches, bro. That's crazy, man. You mean to tell me you had men up here getting
so tight, throwing their little fucking hissy fits because they getting defensive about me attacking they porn, dog. Bruh. I don't want y'all getting twisted. I don't give two fucks about anybody that felt some type of way about whatever the fuck I said in the You Are Gay video. I don't give a fuck about any of the people that left the channel. Like, good riddance, dog. Y'all keep fondling yourself and see how far that gets you, bro. Like, here, we hold them up because accountable. I'm trying to give y'all a game to get y'all better, bro.
See? Mind you, he's in the same market as Fresh and Fit. Now he has the answer to everybody, and all you got to do is stop watching porn and somehow give your sexuality, your sexual thirstiness to women, and then they would cater. They would give you what you want. Even though I said in the past video that a lot of the normal girls don't know how to fuck like that, right? They're disappointing men. They're disappointing their husbands. They're disappointing their boyfriends, and that's the reason why a lot of boyfriends and that's the reason a lot of boyfriends and husbands are cheating on their wives. Or some of them are just taking and deleting themselves because, well, they don't want to be the bad guy in these situations. So let's go real quick. Now, mind you, oh, he stopped talking about Fresh and Fit? Okay. People probably called his ass out on it. He stopped talking about Fresh and Fit. I don't watch this dude at all. When was the last time he said something about Fresh and Fit? Three months ago. Now, this guy was going after Fresh and Fit more than anybody else. His videos can't produce as much as Fresh and Fit. Now let's go Fresh and Fit, man. Fuck. There we go. Now, mind you, these are juggernaut. These are old ass videos. Their lives ain't really doing that well, but these two videos alone gets more views than all of that dude's videos. So let's go back.
This summer, Cupcake Vineyards invites you to choose joy. As in, the summer.
Sure, for sure. And even then, you don't fucking know.
But the physical, because even when I got back the first time, the women here don't even look the same.
Yeah.
They don't look the same because I've been exposed to more.
Bro, I'm just playing devil's advocate, giving opposing perspective, bro. Like, I've been around the world plenty of times, dog. You know what I mean?
Here we go. I've been around the world plenty of times. Didn't I tell you? The passport player, the passport pookie. I don't. When I be making some of those definitions, I'm not. It's observing. You can tell the type of people they are. I've been around the world, man, and that's the best you can get with the girl you got now. Because if you seen this girl, she's not super highly attractive. All these guys who talk about fitness and all this other shit, the best they can do is the girls they with, and they're not impressive.
And that was one of the reasons. You see my shirt? You see what this shit say?
Hoes are headaches.
Yeah. That came from living here. You know what I mean? This is facts, it's reality, right? And me traveling the world definitely changed my perspective on how I view women. Like, just treat you different. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I noticed that difference even before I was so in tune on this traditional masculine women type shit. Like I just saw the big difference. There's not as many hoes over there. It's traditional.
Now, mind you, your boy Austin Holliman is saying something different after this live stream, right? This is all about press for him, getting him views. It's not about the movement, it's about him. He's a passport scammer, passport player, passport pookie. This is what he's all about. So let's there we go. Okay.
Butterfly upgrading to the membership, or upgrading the.
Now, mind you, like I told you, it's a market. It's a market to talk down to red pill, passport bros, and anything else, because it gets you views. Any of these guys, if red pill and all types of people who talk about women could disappear today or tomorrow, these niggas wouldn't have nothing to talk about. They would have to find somebody else. In real life, they can't do this shit because people got guns. In real life, you can't go around calling guys losers. Don't matter if you ex-military. Doesn't matter if you gang member. You can't go walk up to every motherfucker and nobody gonna pull a gun out and shoot you. So without people to talk about, they can't go around in people's faces and do this. This is the reason why red pill and all this other stuff hasn't been wiped out completely. Because these people got to feel good about themselves. Because if they are around each other, mind you, this dude right here, two anti-red pill, anti-manosphere dudes, they went at each other. They destroyed each other over the Asian girl who lied about being pregnant by Fresh or whatever his name is, right? Now, mind you, this is what his channel is. It's all about the manosphere, anti-manosphere stuff. Right? Anti-manosphere stuff. Now, mind you, this is the same dude. I wanted to show you. This is the same dude who grouped up with the other girl who went against the manosphere. Let's here. I forgot the girl's name. What the hell? He deleted the videos? I don't damn well. Oh shit, he deleted the videos from the Angela chick, I think. Is it him or was it the other guy? Here she go, here she go.
Primary function.
Now, she was on the crusade to go against passport bros and the this is the one who here. She was always talking about the manosphere. She was talking about red pill and stuff. A lot of them eventually die the fuck out because talking shit about the manosphere and red pill and just pearly things, that shit gets old, and you start to expose who the fuck you are when it comes down to when people try to view you as something else. And basically, she wasn't getting the views that she wanted. She thought she was going to get hundreds of thousands of views, and she wasn't getting those views. So, we see the anti-red pill brigade. A lot of them are losing steam.
Battery level is 60%.
Brittany Venti. Let's see if she's still on her bullshit. Because she went after Just Pearly. And mind you, if you make videos about somebody every single day, Obsidian got kicked off making videos about whoever he was making about every single day. Just Pearly, basically, not Just Pearly, Brittany Venti lost her steam after she did the whole thing with Just Pearl. Everybody who talked about Just Pearl lost tons of views, and then people start to see them as grifters, and they stop fucking with them. She hasn't made any videos in probably 6-something months because she knows Just Pearly sent her goons after her. She was saying something about how they was knocking down her streams, they was doing other shit to her, and she should have known that there was consequences of going after Just Pearly things, and a lot of people didn't understand that Just Pearly things is connected. And a lot of these people who was making videos, a lot of them not doing that well now, including your boy O'Shea. That's why he had to keep picking different targets. Now,
That's why they even have things that they have in the menu here.
Now, mind you, there's another YouTuber who exposed Austin Holliman being paid for play. He used to be a pay for play. He paid this girl Kate in order to be in the videos and sleep with him. Mind you, there was dudes that was in Thailand, had a video of Kate sucking them off, and actually took a video of it and said that, yo, I'm with Austin Holliman girl. I think tomorrow, or maybe in another video, set of videos, I'm going to show you about these piece of shit passport pookies and what they do and what they say overseas and all this stuff. And I'm going to show you examples of all these different things. But this video is all about Austin Holliman. Alright? Kate was a pro. And he was pretending that she was doing all this cooking for him just because he's Austin Holliman. So basically he's now, a year later, 2 years later somewhat, going at the pay for play when Austin Holliman was a pay for play. Okay. Austin Holliman is a pay for play. Kate was a pay for play person.
I don't want you guys to cry. Kate and I are at the airport. We're at Bangkok International Airport.
Now, let's see. People didn't come to this. People didn't come to this. What you call it? Now, your boy Austin Holliman showed how stupid he was when he said, "I am not a passport bro," but he did this to his arm.
So, let's have a talk about all you make content about what the hell I'm doing to my skin. You know you made it. First of all, let's say that. Second, the reason you don't understand, and you probably don't know how to do this shit that I'm doing right here called iron clothes. But
so, and this is the condescending shit that everybody don't like about Austin Holliman, is he think he the shit when he's not. And when he loses overseas, he get mad and start making videos about that shit, right? Why are you flexing on ironing your clothes? I learned how to iron my clothes around 5 or 6 years old. And I burnt my fucking hand trying to do that when I went to school. I still have the scar to this day of the iron when it fell on my forearm.
And this isn't towards one person, this is towards everybody that has something to say. The reason you probably don't understand why the hell I got this right here is because you ain't about shit. That's honestly the quickest answer I can give you.
Wow, he called himself out. So, getting the passport, bro, getting the passport on your arm means you're about shit, and say you're a passport bro. Then a year later, taking it back and say you're not a passport bro anymore, but looking stupid because you said you was a passport bro in many other videos that people can, like myself, can go up and look at. But now in your newest videos, you're talking down to passport bros, or now passport bros are paid for play and you ain't on that shit, even though you paid for cake. It don't make no sense.
You ain't about shit. Exactly. I don't say nothing when y'all get these meaningless ass tattoos. You know, y'all get these tattoos of birds and shit. You don't even know what the fuck that bird's called. But here's my thing. Keep making content. Please keep spreading the photos of my shit. Because all you're doing is shouting me out. 1. 2. Keep my dick in your mouth. Yes.
Now mind you, it says passport bro. Then a video of him saying, "I'm not a passport bro." You know where he get this attitude from, right? No one can tell me what to do, boo. He's a bitch. He's a feminine bitch. I don't care if you go to the gym. Going to the gym and working out don't mean you fit. Like I said before, there's plenty of guys who go to the gym and they ain't strong. They ain't strong. They ain't fast. They don't have no fast. They don't work on their fast twitch muscles. They work on some. They work on the cosmetics or the superficial shit, but they don't work on the internal shit. The internal shit, you have to be at the gym a little longer, and you got to lift a little bit more heavier to get that done.
Keep my dick in your mouth, because that's what you got in your mouth. That's why. everybody? It's your favorite YouTuber, again, live from Lusaka, Zambia, and as you guys can see, my eyes are slightly red, but no longer red like they were before. I have got my antibiotic eye drops, and my eyes are now slightly red. I'm not even kidding. 15 minutes after I took those eye drops, I felt completely different. Everything was completely different. So it turns out I had an eye infection. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys something about the internet. When it comes to doing research on countries to go to and diagnosing yourself with a sickness, when you research a country, this is why I don't do research before I go to countries. I mean, I do research, but very, very minimal research.
You hear it? In this video, he even exposed the fact that he doesn't do any research when he goes to a country. He doesn't care about the music, he doesn't care about the culture, he doesn't care about anything that goes on in the country at all. So, he might be a plant. He's lying. Because the way he moved, going to everybody, showing up everybody wanted to hitch themselves to him. Or he was the benefactor of today's world, where you can get, when you can become viral. Because I became viral, I just didn't. There was people hitting me up to do. I think 2 people hit me up to do some interviews, and I said hell no. I stayed straight on my page and stayed where I was at. I knew what they was going to get. That's why the fucking piece. That's why the FBI sniffed me out, because I went viral. And him going viral, he ended up making the whole movement look bad. Now whatever he says affects everybody else, but he's the beacon of the fact that he exposed the problem that passport bros had that we didn't know about. We had fake, phony motherfuckers that had passports and traveling channels, but they were still poogies mentally.
Because when you do research on the United States, you would think you would go into a Walmart and get shot. When you think you do research on going to Texas, you would think people would be walking around with guns everywhere. And they do, but not open carry like they make it seem. So the stuff on the internet is not what you think. I did some research. I am sitting still.
So basically, you're basically telling people not to listen to you.
When you do research on the sicknesses you may have for red eyes. Hello YouTube, it's Austin Holliman, and I already recorded this video in Portuguese earlier, but I want to put it in English because I can come off a lot more genuine in English and Portuguese. But let me say this, if you speak Portuguese, do not watch this video first. Watch the Portuguese version first, because a lot of people and the reason that a lot of this is going on is because a lot of people in Brazil are misinterpreting the things that I'm saying in English, and they don't really know how to speak English that well, and they're misinterpreting a lot of things, because I don't say anything negative about Brazilians, so that's why it's so shocking to me to have this going on. But if you guys haven't known me already, I'm Austin Holliman. I want to say that first. This is very heartbreaking to me. The fact that it was always my dream to live in Brazil, and my YouTube channel was centered around me showing other men, not just the women, but just if you guys understand English and you watch my videos, you see.
This is a Cottonelle toilet paper service announcement. Your toilet paper leaving you with an unclean feeling you can't shake? You deserve Cottonelle Ultra Clean.
I wanted to apologize for share it on my YouTube channel. She looked right in the camera and took the picture 3 times. Where she didn't respond to that. She would respond to a different text, but she didn't respond to that text. She's pretty. Hello everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber, Austin Holliman, and we are back with another video about the social studies of me. We're going around the world doing the social experiments, some things that I've learned compared to some things that I used to think before when I first started. So if you have not already, give the video a like and subscribe. And if you guys don't know me, I'm Austin Holliman. I'm a world traveler. I've traveled to 24 countries. I've been in 24 countries now, about 45 cities on 4 different continents. The only continent I haven't been to,
And this is what I'm talking about. It's about going to a country just to say that you've been to the country and you know more. You know more than you know more than everybody else. That's your point right there. That's the point of Austin Holliman and all these other different variations of passport guys, is to, hey man, I've been to all these different countries. You didn't go to these countries based off your own work and your own merit. You use donations. You're a fraud, you're a phony. You got you used the backs of everybody who put in work for passport bros, and you took the credit to pretend that you was better than these guys. And then when you blew up, you fucked it all up for everybody else. And then you gave us a bad name, and you opened the door for all these fucking losers that we had to deal with now. So I can go to every city in America and say I know everything about those cities because I've been there. Right? And not just my experience.
Yeah, the only continent I have more than 50% of people that speak English. When I was in Tanzania, I think maybe 20%, 30% of people I've met did not speak English. Like, it's very common for people to speak English there as well in places like Zambia and Uganda and even Rwanda, even though that was a francophone country. Places like Ghana. So, of course, it's not always going to be a red flag because some of these places people... But I do understand that because I'm going to tell you guys about a couple bad experiences. For example, I met a woman from Rwanda, a young lady, right? And she knew more about the, what's the name of that show? It's the one in New York. See, I don't even remember. That's how much I don't give a shit about American culture. I don't even remember. The Breakfast Club. She knew about more American rappers, about more American drama. She was watching The Breakfast Club. I haven't watched The Breakfast Club in years. Like, I don't think, even when I was in the States, I didn't watch that. And she knew more about that than I did. When I would say, you're from Rwanda, like, show me some Rwandan music. She couldn't, but she could show me music from the States that I didn't even know. She's like, so what kind of music do you like? I like whatever music y'all listen to. I'm in a new country. I'm from America. I don't like the culture in America. When I'm in Kenya, I want to hear y'all's Afro beats, or I want to hear some Afro beats from Africa.
It's not Afro beats, and this is what I'm saying. He don't even know the damn culture. He don't even know the music. He don't know nothing. He's like, I'm going to listen to the music, and then he don't get it. You hear, he don't have the music in his background. He don't sing none of the songs. If you ask him about the question about some of the artists, he won't know them. And the fact is that he said this in his thing. Dating for men who speak English is the best. But then you say you don't like American culture, but you want a woman to speak English to get her to your level because you don't want to put the work in to speak their language. But then you go around telling motherfuckers that they're lazy and they need to work out and need to be the best version of themselves. Self-improvement means you self-improve every fucking aspect of your life. You improve your intelligence, you improve your memory, you improve your life, you improve your spending. You just don't improve your body and then you improve your grooming and then that's all it is. No, it's improving every fucking thing. It's the ability to adapt in every culture, or the ability to be smarter and learn, to be more humble. But you don't want to learn other people's language, so you just want to bounce back from other country to other country and then give your opinion like you the master. Like I said before, this was there was a request, and I'm the only reason why I'm doing this. But also I'm doing this so people can expose and actually understand where this motherfucker is coming from. Because I'm gonna show you the video of his mom just ridiculing the fuck out of him. Right? While with y'all donations, he was giving his mom money, and she treated him like that. I think he bought her a car, and she treated him like that. He's the product of a single mom. He's the product of that. And it shows all the fucking time. He's like a bitch, but trapped in a man's fucking body. A lot of these dudes spend so much time in a bitch's head to get her wet, to fuck her. They don't know what it's like to be a real dude, a real guy.
When I'm in Latin America, I want to listen to y'all's Brazilian funk or salsa or samba music, reggaeton.
Wow, wow. When I'm in Latin countries, you pick a country, you name an artist, you listen to the artist, you understand the artist, you break down some of the songs. Some of the albums got like at least 14 tracks. Listen to all the tracks, see which one you like, then understand which one you like most, and then understand what they're saying. If he actually did sit back and listen to the music, then he would be more connected to the people. He's socially awkward. That's the reason why people don't fuck with him like that. We found out this shit for a whole year. Imagine the women. There was all this awkward shit going on when all the videos that I look back on, I'm like, damn. That's the reason why he was basically ran out of Brazil.
Other than that, I don't even if it's degenerate, because they have degenerate music in these countries as well, but I don't want to hear American music. I left that place for a reason, right? And there was another woman that you guys know that I was hanging out with in Thailand. She was fluent in English to the point where she would, talk to you like, look at this shit. Like something that only an American would say. Like, somebody that's very fluent, only somebody that's very fluent in English talks like that. Like when I know Portuguese, but I'm not fluent enough to the point where I'm just saying curse words and sentences like the way how they do. Like, oh fuck that bitch. Like she was.
See? But then in Razor Ray shit, some dude was like, but Austin Holliman, he's fluent in Brazilian Portuguese. He knows what he's talking about. No, he's not. Because even he said he don't even know the fucking language. And even in the other video, he say don't do no research. He walks into the country and he shows that he's an American.
Say that. I don't say that in Portuguese because I haven't been, I know a lot of Portuguese, but I'm not that invested to the point where I know those types of things. But it seems that a lot of foreigners, America does have a huge influence on the world. So I don't know why people think this. People think that they can curse people out. I've hung out with dudes in other countries that curse people out and saying F you or calling women bitches and stuff like that. Let me tell you this. If it's one, people don't know English around the world, but one thing they do know is the explicit words. And that's because of music. That's because of politics that they may see on TV, like when Donald Trump used to say crazy stuff like that, or even whenever they watch movies. They watch American movies in every country that you go to. They know about American culture. Now, all of them don't know English, but you better believe they do know about American culture. So those types of experiences, you running into women that know about the Breakfast Club, it kind of makes you think like, what else does she know? She follows Rick Ross on Instagram.
But then you go to proceed to say you don't like. What the fuck? What is the use of going to another country? Let me check, because I don't want this to. Okay. Fuck. I hate when it refresh. There we go. Like I was saying, what is the fucking use of going to another country
She follows Rick Ross on.
What is the use of going to another country and you run into the same type of women that you might run into over here? Then I don't like to sound like everybody else, and why the fuck did you leave? Why would you leave the country to run into the same women that you could have just stayed over for them? Because I'll be turned off. Oh, no, seriously. There's Blasian girls that I tried to talk to recently from Japan, and I thought they was, I asked them about certain things about Japan, what's going on over there, whatever. And then they would start to talk about fucking Meg the Stallion, and I immediately was like, I'm done. And I was like, no, I'm good. I wanted to know more about Japan. I don't want to care about I don't care about here. I really don't. But then I kind of understand because I was talking to somebody who knew English. They wasn't translating. They knew English, and I'm like, oh fuck, and walked away. And like, no, I can't do this. If somebody knows English, and they know English for learning purposes, then I can respect that. But if they know English and I ask questions and you vet and you go through what they know, their knowledge, and if they know way too much about the culture here, then 9 times out of 10 they're gonna act like the women they think they want to be, but they can't be towards their own men. But they could be do it towards you, because you're used to it, and they'll do the research.
Instagram, I want the stuff Rick Ross talks about, which people I met want to get away from that. That doesn't mean I'm not open to dating an American chick, but pretty much it never fails, right? I've tried many times outside the States. Every time I try to date an American chick, I'm like, yeah, it's no different. Even outside the country, they're no different. It never fails. I have American women that are friends, but we can just be friends. Like, we don't need to be romantic or sexual.
But this guy said that when he said that he wasn't a passport bro, he said something totally different. Remember when he first came out this passport bro stuff, he was talking mad shit about American women. In all these interviews, he never mentioned I had American women friends, or the interviews that I didn't see. It was all about bashing American women. His whole diatribe for a whole year before the Brazilian shit was, hey man, American women are so bad, blah blah blah, trolling black women and American women. But now you're friends with them. So basically, they got in your ear, and they telling you what to do, because that's what these females do when you have female friends. Trust me, I had female friends before, and they would give you bad fucking suggestions, and I look at them and like, okay, I got to get out of this shit. I don't want to be friends with these people.
With anything, because it never fails. It's always some bullshit, and it just makes more sense to date the locals wherever I'm at, because it's a different experience. Now, some women that do speak English that I've had many good experiences with women that speak English in places like Peru, in places like we really like each other. She speaks enough English to understand.
He said, I just laughed.
She said, come to Thailand.
Thailand. Come to Thailand.
See? Now, So, when your boy Austin Holliman came here and he ran out of money, and he tried to sum up some money, he came up with a good plan to show his mom and make content about him being in America, right? So, we found out a lot of shit when he came back to America. Him trying to stir up drama with Kendra G. This is him when he went on Kendra G.
What kind of women you looking for?
I'm looking for black women that have respect for black men. Oh shit.
So you think black women don't have respect for black men?
Check this out. I've been all around the world, and I'm gonna tell you, Afro-Latinas and Africans got y'all beat.
Got us beat, and how do they have us beat?
A few moments.
Now, let's not forget that he made a fool of himself doing this shit. If you are done with American women, why would you go on a dating show? You know why? It was for clicks and views and opportunity. It was to try to rally up more men for his cause so he could get more money so he can go travel. It worked. I admit that. It worked. But it made him look like a fucking idiot, and all the shit that he said looked stupid. Like I said, the kid is young. But when I was in my 20s, I was smarter than this motherfucker. Light years away from him. I wouldn't do and say stuff that I regret and that people gonna bring the fuck up later on. Cause I was taught that you gotta be smart how you live, and you gotta be smart what you say. Cause eventually somebody gonna come back to what you did, what you said, and either make you pay up, or you gonna burn a lot of bridges for the shit that you did to people, and they're not gonna want to hear a sorry later on in life after you did something bad to them.
Lay down.
You know not every black woman's the same, right? You can't make one statement.
I know they're not, because I've been to Latin America and they're not the same.
Okay, you have to stop your live on your page though. So are you live right now?
I'll stop my live. Go ahead.
See? This is what he was doing when he first started. He was doing shit for clout the whole time. A black woman embarrassed him. He wanted to go on here to say, I've been all over the world. They got you beat. I want a black woman that respect black men. And you go on a woman's panel knowing that she has the power, instead of you just not doing this shit at all. But it was, like I said, it was all about donations and support for him.
I'm gonna stop my live too. I don't got time, Trump. I don't got time. How about that? You stop your live.
Now, mind you, this woman she can't say shit at all. Because every fucking person who comes on her stuff, they're not marriageable, they're not dateable, they're not worth shit. Single moms, old ass motherfucking grandmas, all these different motherfucking women on there, even the guys, they're not worth shit. So for her to say something, oh, we're not all the same, I'd never seen anybody on Kendra G that was worth a damn. A black, because most of the good black chicks are already married. They don't need Kendra G. Who would come on Kendra G when they're married and they're good?
So the answer is no.
No.
Okay. And where you calling me from?
Dallas.
Dallas. All right, let's get into it. We got Austin, Dallas, 25. I'm not mad at it. You should date those women. I mean, you came on dissing black women, saying that they were not.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
You said that. Well, you said that you were looking for a black woman that has respect for black women, and you said Afro-Latino and African women have you beat. So my thing is, you should focus on those group of women then, since they have us beat, right?
Yes, but I'm in the United States right now.
Okay. Well, there's those group of women live in the United States too.
And that's
So
one way to
I
show
guess
that.
my thing is like, if you have a problem with black women, we're okay with it.
No. I don't. I've said many times on my channel, the issue is not specifically black women, it's American culture.
Well, I'm repeating what you said, and what you said was you want a black woman that has respect for black men, and then I said, okay, are you not finding that? And then you said other cultures had us beat. So when you said other cultures have us beat, as a black woman, I'm saying spend your time with them. We're okay. We're not upset.
Well, yeah, your honesty is because if black women weren't so upset, for real, because I don't like talking about them like that, you wouldn't have a platform. They wouldn't be coming to you dating if they actually had 1,000 options. You wouldn't have a platform. All these dating shows and all this other bullshit wouldn't be happening out here right now. But let's see.
I'll ask. If you knew my body count, you would say otherwise.
Nobody base it off body count. You're not a hoe. Your daddy strategically fucked everybody in the neighborhood and everybody else.
Oh shit. That's mom for you.
So basically, your boy Austin Holliman is the end result of a deadbeat player, and he ended up being a passport player himself and not trying to find a girl. I had information wrong because Super Sly liked to lie a lot, right? Super Sly say that Austin Holliman was married. And Austin, Super Sly liked to try to do the marriage shit. And I've said a whole bunch of shit about him. And he lied, right? Because I had the information off of somebody else, and they was like, oh, Austin Holliman married. I'm like, if he was married, he would stay in one place and stay in that country and be good. It shows that this nigga ain't really all that. Because I know guys who's in the middle of their player run, who was in the middle of getting their dreams, getting their sexual dreams, and then they found the girl. And then they looked and they like, yeah, I gotta shut all this shit down. I found the right one. I was doing this shit just for that. They got whatever they got in. They left, and they see what they was gonna do with the girl. Then they end up transitioning to the woman that they wanted. When you actually are that guy, the right girl will come to you. I believe in that. The right girl will come to you when you're in the middle of doing whatever you want to do. If she's that special of a girl, it's already done. She get you out of that shit. Also, she knows that she can't play any games because you can go right back in the market.
They say
He's not, when it's a senior, he will be a junior. Okay. So let's be clear. So I like for you guys to come with this bullshit. So Austin's not a senior. He is definitely his own individual self.
And this is how scumbag this piece of shit is. I don't care what his mom is or whatever else. When you put your own family on live streams to milk her for some money, to see how bad she is, basically he looked like a fucking fool. And you shouldn't even believe anything this piece of shit said. And the black community is filled with so many people like this. Remember back in the day we had the guy called These Nuts guy? The guy that These Nuts? And after his fame went out, he was homeless. They didn't give a fuck about him. This is what the black community is filled with. He used his mom for views to show how bad of a mother she was, so he could get his money, and people will keep him flush with money, so he doesn't have to go back with his mom. So people actually feel sorry for this motherfucker. So him coming out his mouth talking about passport bro selling you a dream, even though he was a passport bro, and the reason why he was able to accomplish the things that he was able to accomplish, because
battery level is 50%.
He went into the passport bro movement. It's minute now. But this is your boy Austin Holliman.
Take it. You are a loser just like your fucking daddy.
And that's how my dad beat her ass.
Chat Mafia. Oh shit.
And that's how my dad beat her.
Take it. You are a loser just like your fucking daddy. Period. Point. Don't care. You can get your motherfucking dusty ass out of here. I'm not gonna play with you. And I don't care how you feel. It doesn't matter to me. This is my place. And you will not disrespect me. Period. Point blank. And you can do and think whatever you want. But get your ass out of here by the morning and take your beautiful cross with your ass. I will buy me a car.
Are you sure?
Yes, I will.
Because I will take the car.
Yes, take it with you. Take it with you. I hope that motherfucker break down on the side.
I'll ship it back to Paraguay.
Take it. You are a loser just like your fucking daddy.
And that's how my dad beat her ass. No, I'm not deleting shit. I'm not deleting shit.
1 minute later.
There you go. He baited his mom to show the world the reason why he's a passport bro. Therapy ain't gonna work. You know why? Because it didn't work for every other fucking female who has more money than everybody else. You know how many women out here are on pills and the drugs and they still mentally fucked up going crazy? I have watched so many cop fucking videos of women getting shot and they got therapists. I saw so many women just this year, so many so-called women taking their own lives. So they have therapists. The mental health industry is filled with feminism and a bunch of people who tell women that they are okay and they give them medicine. So these women go back on the street and they have a manic episode and they kill somebody, but you niggas acting like these motherfuckers are great to fix people. You even have therapists on here running their mouth doing dumb shit, saying dumb shit, losing their fucking jobs. This is the origin of your boy. So this is the reason why. Let's hear this right here.
Hi everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber. You know, a way of life. How do people do things? For example, in the United States culture, it is normal for people to gaslight you. You know, that's a cultural thing. We just enjoy gaslighting people, making everybody feel crazy.
That's what you're doing. You do that to everybody else too.
They have their own beliefs. In another culture, like for example, in Thailand, it's culturally a norm for people to chew with their mouth open. I don't know why. It's disgusting. But they do. They chew with their mouth open, and that's just who they are. I've seen it in most Asian cultures. I even seen them do that in Vietnam. I don't know why it's necessary, but that's what they do. Now, there is no cultural difference in between women in the United States and women in a place like Pakistan, right? There's no difference. There's no difference in how they view sex. There's no difference in how they view relationships. There's no difference in how they view being approached. In Brazil, women are women. There's no...
Oh, so the stats aren't... Why the stats are not the same then if there's no difference? If the stat is... And this is what I'm talking about. He's trying to get views. He's trying to get views based off a certain type of men. He's trying to confirm and feed into the stereotype of passport bros the anti-passport bro side. He's trying to sell to the anti-passport side in order to keep his lifestyle going. Then turn against them and then choose something else.
Everybody, it's your favorite. This one is back, ladies and gentlemen. 22 times on the dress. Let's go. But I get on live, and there's a chick argue with me that I didn't even talk to, but they're all so feminine in certain cities. It's so perfect in Sao Paulo. None of these places are perfect the way how they're sold to you. Is it better? Absolutely it is better. That's why I still live abroad. I went back to Dallas, and it was some bullshit. So I was like, yeah, I made the right decision by moving. This was just confirmation. But a lot of these people are selling these dreams to you as if it's just a utopia. And I'm telling you, you're still dealing with people. They just don't have as much of a messed up mindset and brainwash.
Mind you, telling you to groom right, dress right, and get fit is selling you a dream, because that's telling you think that everybody is going to treat you nicely just because you look nice and you dress nice. No, they're not. No, they're not.
And degenerate mindset as they do in the United States. If you're in Dallas, if you're in Houston, if you're in New York, if you're in Miami, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in LA, most black women usually had a previous black boyfriend, and the guy before may have been black, and the guy before may have been black. It's not as common in the States for women to just hawk on fucking white men the way how they do in Latin America and even Asia. Like I said before, you guys ever notice how the best Thai women are with another Asian guy because that's similar to their culture, or they're with a white guy? Now, we got some brothers down there, black American men, that have some good-looking women in these other countries. Not saying it's always the case, but when we bring up an average of what you see when you're down there, it's not us that they're preferring, first of all. So
this video is all about him not getting what he wants and telling that everybody else is selling bullshit, but he is, this is I'm running out, and this is the main video that people was pinpointing me, but I wanted to show you every single thing this dude said and did and break it down.
Can black American men win around the world? Yes, I am. I was in Portugal. I was in Manaus for sure. Even though Sao Paulo required a lot more effort, I was doing well there.
See, and he didn't like the fact that he had to do effort. And life is all about effort. But in another culture, you start from square one. And you got to do your work in that culture. And you got to do what they do. It's not about what you do in America. That's why he tried to say, well, women are all the same. No, it's not.
I did well in Santiago, Chile. There's women in every city around the world that prefer or that are open to black men. Let's change this narrative. Women around the world are open to black American men. But to say prefer, for example, I prefer black women. It doesn't matter if they're from Africa, United States, Latin America. I prefer black. I'm open. I've dated white women since I've been gone. I've dated mestizos since I've been gone. I've dated Asian women. That doesn't mean that I don't date them. It's just when I have my ideal girl in my mind, she's usually black. What I'm telling you is,
then why the fuck did you leave the country when you could have just dated the chicks here? It's weird to say that you want a black woman, but then go on a tirade rant talking about how bad they are, but then you say you prefer black women. It'll never work out for me for black women. The first girl I ever had sex with was Vietnamese. My first girlfriend was a girl named Jamira. She's Puerto Rican. I always dated her. I always liked other races. So my idea of girl is always preferably other races.
Women in Asia and Latin America, usually their ideal guy is not somebody that looks like me. Okay? It just is what it is. Now, can you find...
See, he don't know what the fuck he talking about, even though he been in the countries. Most women overseas want to be with a guy who won't kill them. Because some of their aunts, their sisters, some of their family members have died due to abuse, due to possessiveness. They want to be with a guy who treats them like gold. Okay. Have to keep paying attention to the cop. That shit might goes off. Why you think Brian McKnight went overseas and got a Filipino doctor and he's still with her, and he married a woman who had kids, who was well mannered. She was a single mom, and they treat him like the dad, and he's still with her to this day. She didn't take his money. She's still with him because she appreciated him, not because of his money, because she was a doctor, and he appreciated her because she's past the looks. The looks is a plus now.
Women in these other countries that prefer black men. Can you find that? I've met men that live in Colombia that said that their wife preferred black men. He married her.
Hey, want to know 3 ways eHarmony makes dating more fun? Number 1, making a profile is way more creative than any of the other apps.
I don't know. A lot of us are getting confused with she'll sleep with us with she loves us. Just saying. Now.
And also, have you noticed that the women don't want to be around him long enough? That means he don't have a staying personality. A lot of these fake ass game niggas don't have a real actually personality. They don't have an actual personality, staying personality, a personality that women want to stay around. He has the drawing power, but people don't want to stay, and they probably regret sleeping with him. I know guys overseas where they can always find a girl that will hang around them because they like being around them, and he can learn from her about the culture. One of the best ways that you can learn about any culture is through the women. Women are a culture sponge. Women are the projectors of what a society is at that time. So they are a reflection of what the society is, good, bad, or ugly. And if you get the right girl in a certain country, she will tell you all the right things because she was taught a certain way. The women here are a reflection of the society, and it's shit. Even the quote-unquote good women still listen to Meg Thee Stallion and all that other bullshit, and then they project that shit in real life and treat other people like shit and use certain vocabulary.
Most women worldwide are not submissive. The world is becoming westernized. So if you guys love Brazil, based off the experiences that I've had and the stuff that I've heard those women say.
Based off my experience. So people should have just closed it right here. Look. This is what happened. Look. Under his video. Under his video. That he was trying to say that Passport's selling you a dream. He's selling you courses on how to date women. In Kenya, Sao Paulo. A digital nomad fitness plan. Worldwide. What is it? Austin Holliman worldwide life and dating playbook. $80, $3, $3, $50, $50, $50. Dating coaching program. I told you, Austin Holliman is either a fucking plant or a fucking opportunist. This is how I put the videos together for people to start understanding and view life the way I view it. He made this video purposely to try to get more people to come to him for more advice from Passport Bros. He is in competition with Passport Bros, and now he's trying to take Passport Bros, newer people to come to him for advice and get them fucked up. And they have to pay $50 for the countries that he been in. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. And $80 for worldwide. So imagine. I'ma tally it up. I'ma tally it up for you. Cause I don't want to take the window out. Imagine if he had, cause look, you gotta understand, he has 108,000 subscribers. So imagine if let's see that list again. Imagine if $80. Imagine if 1,000 people bought this fucking course. He would have $80,000 fucking dollars to play around with. Well, I think, yeah, $80,000. That's 1,000 people. Imagine if he courts 10,000 people. That's $800,000 for him selling you a dream. This nigga is trying his best to make money off the Passport Bro movement by making himself the center and try to replace Passport Bros with himself. Is it working? I don't know. But these numbers right here, somebody is in his ear. This is the reason why he hanging out with fucking dating coaches and other fucking dudes out here. Guys like this. Let's see. I need help.
Should every ingredient be traceable? At Open Farm, we share the source locations and carbon emissions.
Proving yourself to that bitch for the rest of the fucking... That's all you doing is proving yourself to that bitch, because she has so many options. You guys notice how the baddest chicks are still single? Because for a man that's really on his purpose, a 9 or a 10 is too much.
And you get advice from him? This is a guy that he's learning from. But this guy, obviously he's white. And he's trying to teach other white guys to come overseas. But he's not selling no books. Not that I'm seeing. Okay, it's almost getting there. This is your boy Austin Holliman, right? He turned Passport Bro to his own movement. He fucked it up and he started talking shit about people, telling you selling a dream, but he's selling dating coaches and courses. I gave you the numbers. This nigga's trying to be a millionaire off of lonely men. It's I hope everybody understand what this fucker is doing. Cause he's doing the dog whistle. The reason why I'm giving experience in these countries because I'm actually walking around talking to strangers and actually interacting with people. You don't get that experience when you busy paying for sex. And waiting on your homeboys to introduce you to women. This is why I learned more than dudes that's been living in these places. Of course, we won't have the same outcomes. So you just contradict yourself saying that you have experiences. But you don't know the language. Go anywhere where you are considered a catch. The best place on the planet for black men is Africa. I'm going back to Nubali, where I belong after Turkey. My audience isn't good at identifying as sarcasm, no matter how extensive or whatever. They will complain if I'm not in the place for too long. I don't know the culture. If every black man have a different experience, then quit bitching about mine. Passport Bros. So somebody told me about this shit, and he looked like a fucking clown. All Passport Bros, post a picture of you in shape. I'll wait. Now look what everybody said. That's a grinder picture. So brothers got to start calling each other G word just like females do. This is why black fathers are so important. He got that no closet could touch me look. Is embracing his heel look. If you're not in shape and confident, that's probably why you bothered by brothers posting you at not your point. You rubbing one off, you dusty. Most feminine thing I ever seen. He's smiling like a twig. His sugar daddies ain't donating much. That feminine is off the charts. I smoked 6 cigarettes today and I'm bored because the Spanish women ain't dropping at my feet from my American citizens and Passport Bro. What should I do? That's what y'all told me. Wow. Wow. I told you he's doing a dog whistle. He's trying to get support from the anti-passport guys. This motherfucker's losing his composure. Didn't this the same guy who made tons of video about how awesome it is to date overseas? Now it's the opposite. Go back to your tour guide, Kate. Found a new niche to get views. Go to the ATM machine. Say the nigga with the passport tattoo on his arm, you truly are an odd individual to put in any country. I'll show you how to properly engage with women. Got receipts for days. Austin, being overseas isn't as great as a passport board make it out to be. You will be second to the white man and face racism. Also, Austin, buy my courses in dating guys and coaching programs to learn how to live overseas is so great. Laugh out. Which one is it? What are you selling? Making content that go horn did not match? Dude is becoming a whole clown. He's falling off in the history books. So, at this point, your boy Austin Holliman is trying to replace. He's trying to be the main point and the main attention for Passport Bros, where it's not going to be called Passport Bro no more. It's going to be called Austin Holliman. It's going to be called Austin Holliman. Go to Austin Holliman for anything overseas. He's trying to monopolize black men traveling so he can make money and attention off of it and be the leader. This is what I'm breaking down. So I can't continue. So your boy Austin Holliman just wants the whole point of that whole video was him basically trying to make money, trying to get more people directly to him because he thinks that he has the answers and he could tell you what to do. Just like the rest of these nutball dudes that I'm going to tell you about tomorrow.